The champion! That is our reward for surviving that brutal, tough to watch international break, ladies and gentlemen. Now the question is, can Barcelona come back at home after losing to PSG in a last minute thriller? Can Liverpool recover from that shocking defeat versus Galatasaray? And what about Arsenal hosting the red hat Atlético Madrid? And do not sleep on Juventus. Can they actually upset a Real Madrid at the Bernabéu? Well, make sure you stick around till the end of this video. We have Champions League Matchday 3 predictions coming off back-to-back winning weeks. Let's make this a third week. Let's get into it with the first game of the week, Barcelona versus Olympiacos. We start with that one. Olympiacos come in still looking for the first win after a 0-0 draw and a 2-0 loss to Arsenal. Meanwhile, Barcelona comes in wounded, embarrassed, and desperate. They just lost to PSG in the last minute of that game with half their squad injured. Now, Barcelona, though, they get Lamine Yamal back, Fermin Lopez, Balde back. Now they're at home needing to respond. Yeah, I think I'll take the home team here to win 3-1 versus Olympiacos. Next up, I'm going to have Kairat Almaty versus Pofos. Let's be honest, neither of these teams are Champions League level. Let's be honest. Kairat's defense is awful. Pofos' attack, it's subpar. Let's talk about the Kairat's defense. They've given up 9 goals in 2 matches. Pofos only has 1 goal in this competition so far. But this is their shot to take advantage. They finally break through. Give me Pofos to beat Kairat Almaty 2-0. Next up, I have Arsenal versus Atlético Madrid. Atleti have been on fire in this competition. They destroyed Real Madrid in La Liga. They crashed Frankfurt, and they went toe-to-toe with Liverpool already in the debut. So this time, though, they're going to have to do it at Emirates Stadium, which is a different place to play. Arsenal have not conceded a goal at home in the Champions League or even away. So they just organize. They're tough. They're consistent. Atleti will find a way to create chaos. I think this is going to be a 1-1 draw, but it's going to be the game of the week. Next up, I have Bayen Leverkusen versus PSG. Leverkusen are unbeaten, but still can't get a win. 2 straight draws, and now they get PSG, who just beat Barcelona without half their roster. Even with injuries, add Barcola to this list now. PSG are just the deepest squad in the world of football, and I think they should fairly handle Leverkusen. If they handle Barcelona, they should be able to handle Leverkusen. My prediction is PSG 2, Leverkusen 0. Next up, I have Copenhagen versus Borussia Dortmund. I think Copenhagen, they have been decent at home, but Dortmund is simply more experienced here. They're the more experienced side. They have the most talented. They have the most firepower. They will handle business against Copenhagen 3-0. Next up, I have Newcastle versus Benfica at St. James Park. It's a nightmare to play for any team. As Barcelona, they got everything they could handle. Benfica are coming off 2 losses, though. 1 to Chelsea, 1 to Qarabag. Not a good look for them. Newcastle, though, they lost to Barcelona, but bounced back with a dominant win at Union. I think it was 4-0. And I'll take the home side here. In my prediction, is going to be Newcastle 2, Benfica 1. Next up, I have PSV versus Napoli. PSV have not found their rhythm this season. Napoli are the defending Serie A champs, and they are stacked with talent. They got the likes of Kevin De Bruyne. They have Timothy have been playing extremely well. They have the talent. They have the confidence. PSV might fight back early, but Napoli will take over late. My prediction will be Napoli wins this game 2-0. Next up, I have Union Berlin versus Inter Milan. Union are overmatched in this game. Milan have not allowed a single goal yet. They have a perfect 6 points out of 6 possible points. That's crazy. They have been playing incredible football. They look focused. They look professional. They look like they're doubling down on what took them to the final last season, which is great defense and good attack. Next up, I have Villareal versus Manchester City. They should have beaten Monaco in the last game. They dominated possession. They created a ton of chances, but they couldn't finish. Now they turn around and go to La Ceramica, one of the toughest away trips in Spain. Villarreal will push back, but City are still too good, too great. They have the likes of Haaland, they have the likes of Rangers, they have so many players that are so good in this game. I think they will take over this game and win against Villarreal 2-1. Next up, I will have Athletic Club versus Qarabag. Qarabag have been one of the surprises of this tournament up until this point. Through 2 games, they have 2 wins. Athletic, though, they're on the other hand, they have 0 points. They have not been able to get any rhythm, but they will play at the San Mamés Stadium with the crowd behind them. I think they finally wake up. My prediction is it's going to be 2-2 draw in this game. Next up, I have Galatasaray versus Bodo. I think Bodo is quietly impressed this season. They draw against Tottenham and now they beat Slavia Prague. But Galatasaray, they just shocked the world, beating Liverpool at home. Momentum matters. I think they bounce off this momentum and beat Bodo 3-1 in this game. Now, next up I have Atalanta versus Slavia Prague. I think Atalanta are always tricky in Europe. And after that statement win over Club Brugge, who have been playing extremely well, confidence is high. They'll grind this one out, and I'll take this one to win. Atlanta win 1-0 versus Slavia. Next up, I have Bayern Munich versus Club Brugge. I think Club Brugge was one of my favorite teams last season. They started off this season pretty well. They disappointed me against Atalanta. They look very, very impressive. Now, reality has hit them hard, though, and now they get this Bayern team who, let's be honest, they're absolute fired right now. They're probably one of the best teams in the world right now. I think Bayern Munich is just going to beat them handily. This game is going to be 4-1 going Bayern Munich's way. So next up, I have Chelsea versus Ajax. Ajax look lost this season. They have conceded 6 goals in 2 games and have 0 points. Chelsea are coming off a tough loss to Bayern, but they did get a bounce-back game against Benfica to win 1-0 at home. Chelsea's going to be at home, and they win this game 4-1. Next up, I have Frankfurt versus Liverpool. Frankfurt are chaos. They win 5-1, and they lose 5-1. No middle ground. Liverpool are too angry right now. They lost to Galatasaray. They got embarrassed. Not embarrassed, but they should have won that game. Too much firepower, though. Too much. This is the likes of Ekitike, the likes of freaking Salah. They have so many. They have Isak. They have so many, like the Florian Wirtz of the world. They will win this game. I have Liverpool winning 3-1 against Frankfurt. Next up, I have Monaco versus Tottenham, led by the comeback kid Ansu Fati. 6 goals in 5 games. Tottenham, meanwhile, they have been inconsistent. A win here, a sloppy draw there. This one kind of screams a draw for me. I'm going to go with a 1-1 prediction for this match. It's going to be a draw. Tough draw again for Tottenham. Now, Real Madrid versus Juventus. Juventus are the draw kings. They have 5 draws in 6 games, and quite frankly, that 6-1 that was a win versus Inter Milan, and that was a last-minute goal that took him over the edge. Now, that should have been 6 draws out of 6 games. That is insane. That doesn't make any sense. Well, that's cute. But Real Madrid are at home. Mbappe has scored in every single game except for one against Mallorca. And I think he'll score again. My prediction here is Real Madrid takes care of business 3-1 against Juventus at home. Sporting versus Marseille. Even match game. Marseille looked great last week. They also looked great against Real Madrid as well. Sporting has looked solid at home though. This is a go either way game. I think I'm just going to call it even. my prediction here, I think it's going to be a 2-2 draw between these two good teams right now. I think it's going to be great. But guys, there you have it. Match day 3 predictions in the books. Don't forget, on Thursday, I am going to drop my top 8 hierarchy Champions League winners and losers video. We're coming off back-to-back winning prediction week. So now let's make these 3 in a row. And guys, I'll see you guys on Thursday. I hope you guys have a lot of fun watching the Champions League as much as I will have. And guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video.